Hi all, welcome to Workato Master Class series. Today we are going to discuss about systematic community. So before we move into our today's session, let's have a quick recap on what we have discussed in the previous session. We have discussed about integration design. So we started with why design is important, why it will play a crucial role in your doing implementations, how to understand the requirement, and how that can be converted into a design, right? So please do check out our previous video. I'll be providing a previous video link in the description box, as well as you can click I button at the right top of our video. Okay, let's start today's discussion. These are the topics which we're going to discuss today. Okay, so what is systematic community, right? So these are the topics are related to systematic community page. Systematic community page is for it's all for the globally users who are using for the Workato. It will involve question and answers or jobs if you're looking for a job change, or anybody in the globally who are looking for the Workato developers, right? They can post in that and also look for the integration developers, not only the Workato domain, right? So it's mainly for the community page is mainly for the Workato, those who have questions on the Workato, who are facing issues related to any of the formula mode or any of the requirements which they get, they're not able to convert into implementation. They face any some of the issues in the implementations. They go and put the questions. They can uh, put up their questions into the forum, and those questions will be answered by globally. Anybody users who can answer that particular questions, definitely they'll give you step by step answers for that, and you can go and verify that particular answers by implementing it, right? So first we'll see the sign up and sign in, how to do that. Okay, so let's go to the systematic community page. Okay, so once you the particular page is like systematic community page, that URL is says like systematic dot kawakari.com, or else you can just type systematic dot bucket. Okay, systematic bucket. So the link is gives you the link to the login to your systematic community page. Okay, so you can verify that as well. So you can see here, so you able to see this login, like once you click on the systematic.bucket.com, you're able to see at the right top of a corner, you can see that icon, right? It says sign in. If you are a first time user, you can click on the register here, and it'll open up the username, password, reset password, like whatever the password you want to give, the email, and the same thing. And you can give a first time, last time, and time zone you want. Once you register, you will get an email with respect to the email on the systematic login page. You can log into that particular username and passwords. Okay. So since I have already have a username passwords, hence I'll log into that and I'll show you the features of that. Okay. So or without login also you can access that particular portal, but if you cannot able to answer that, or you cannot able to access or give a reply to that. Okay. For that, you have to log in. Say I log into this particular this thing. Okay. So once I log in to this page, you can see my icon could see, right? So once you can set up the profile, your icon, everything. I can show you that, but before that, you can go to the settings. Okay. Settings have everything. Like example, you can whatever the email ID you can choose for that, as well as you can go to the profile to change your icon. Say example, you can add your profile page, and this page actually shows you about what are the recent notifications you have received. So example, you have posted something and you have give a reply to that particular topic, anybody. For that, you'll get a notifications if you give a reply to that particular questions. Since I have given answers for this particular questions given by the like the question asked by the person, so that notification you can see in the your notification page as well. Notification also you can access to this bell icon you can see here, and this envelope, right? You can say like message box. This is a kind of a personal message you can drop in. Say example, if it's anybody globally answer pose that particular questions, like questions, sorry, any messages, they can put into your inbox as well. It's a kind of inbox. Okay. So you can do a personal message, personal email kind of thing. It's kind of a you have a two button. I can show you that. Okay. So let's talk about the profile page, right? So you can right side of your see you can the kudos from means suppose say you have answered few of the questions and the person like those are users who gone through that particular thing, they liked your answers way you answer, or maybe they also looking for that particular answers, they also they like it. Okay. So we can see here there are four tabs, right? So systematic welcome launch. So you can see here there's any new news or announcement, say any kind of new collaborations have added or new any kind of connectors added or new features added, you can see here. Okay. So similarly you can see here at the of right right side of my page, right? uh, so there's a kind of say like popular articles, you can line up with that. You can see also those articles and latest comments as well who are given on the topics also you can see that, right? So that is about the systematic welcome launch. Okay, go back to that. And also you can see here events. So suppose a event is all about like globally any events happening, or suppose you are there, you can go and attend that. And also as I said, there's a business system jobs board, right? So this particular job post, like suppose say brand, right? His person he said, I have a exciting lead developer opportunity in the with the aura, right? So interested people can reach out to him, or they'll be giving a portal access, say the career page of their company, can go and apply there. Okay. So this is mainly about your job posting. So similarly, you can say like community chats, right? So community chats is related to like suppose you have any questions related to any of your questions related to Workato. Say you are accessing you're doing the comments on Salesforce to NetSuite. Suppose you're facing any issues, uh, I'm not able to create an access to the create and users in the Salesforce, or adding the data into the invoice data list into the Salesforce. You can say like some issues happen with your respect to connectivity, or maybe you're not doing the logic correct something. If you're facing some issues with respect to logical or with respect to connectors, you can always ask any questions here. Okay, that's about that. And well, next coming to Workato Pros, right? So you have can see here three sections, right? Workato Pros discussion board, Automation Institute discussions, Workato embedded discussions, and further it can see like Workato Pros FAQs and partner community forums and events, right? These events similar to the what we see in the events. Okay, so let's go to the Workato Pros discussion board, right? So here you can post, say example, as a and just give you the I'll take a one of the questions, right? Dynamic output field, right? Just click on that. So you cannot see here exact person name. If they until they'll give us thanks and regards, whoever it is, like, they give ask the questions. They not until you cannot see the actual name of them. Okay. So you can see here, they're saying like I'm building an actions whose output fields depends on the single value input field. So these are the likes above input field. If the type is true, then output fields will be different. If the type is false, then output fields will be different. So I'm tried using config fields, but it didn't not have any not behave the properly. How can I do this, right? So it's related to connectors, right? So similarly, you can say example, it's to recipes, right? I can show you that recipes side as well. So And some of the question you can see here related to automation pro exams. I failed it, and uh, how can I do like renew that particular options to do the attempts again. So we can see here related to migrating recipes. Like say, I want to migrate the recipes from one workspace to another workspace. How can I do that? So they'll be knowing one type of the solution, but they expecting some other any other solutions available, like a quick and better one, right? So those are the kind of questions we can ask it, and also we can expect answers from the users globally who are available. They'll definitely give the answers. We cannot expect the answers immediately, but those are available online, or those who are actively doing this particular options, like using this community page, definitely they definitely answer for those questions if they know it. Okay. So the automation institute discussion is related to all your exams, like automation pro 1 2 3, and indication developer certifications, and followed by any other examinations. So say example, most of the questions I could see there is like they have failed the two attempts, and how can I renew it, how can I do that again, how can I take that particular exams again. So those kind of questions. Okay. So Workato embedded discussions like related to embedded platforms. Workato also supports embedded, so it's all related to those. Okay. So I'll not cover those into the picture because I'm not aware of this embedded discussion in the. I'm not using embedded platform. So, uh, but these are the questions related to embedded. Okay. So, what kind of pro FAQs that is related to? Let me show that. So here mainly knowledge based articles will be there. For example, Megan, like I speak, right? She is one is admin, a community manager for this systematic community. Okay, so they'll she keep posting the related to the security best practices, troubleshooting the recipes. Those all like related to Workato's knowledge articles. You can go and check those as well, which gives you a more knowledge on the Workato latest articles, latest technical side of that. Okay. So next part are community forums, which is say example here, the forum post is like, so there are any events happens, virtually meetups or virtual connectivity towards any kind of online events or in online will talk about the technical stuffs. For example, in if suppose you are in a Bangalore or you're in Pune and Bangalore, sorry, in Hyderabad. So these are like they'll be at like organizing the events where you can attend, go and attend the personally. Also, you can do a virtual. Like virtual, there'll be some events happens like the speakers will be setting up the meetings where you can go and attend that as well virtually. They'll be discussing about how to do those things like using the actual theory plus practical knowledge. Okay. It's a more on a basis of the knowledge. Okay. So there are some of the things like some of people will post like whatever they did recently they have based on the uh, existing connectors, example Gen AI, or maybe they have did something on the with the practically. They'll share the knowledge of with the globally. Like this the example, unlock predictive sales power with AI by Workato and transform invoice processing with Workato IDP. Right. So this kind of knowledge forums also you can see here. So where you can go and read about what is happening with the current other companies, what they're doing innovation very well. So that also you can adapt that particular changes into your company as well. Okay, and next come to this regional user groups, right? So you can see here there are North America, Asia, Europe, worked on campus. On these are similar to the forum events, which we have saw in the partner community. Okay, so it's a regional basis, like we can access as well. Like there are groups, Austrian user groups, Bay Area user groups, New York user groups. In Asia, it comes to Bangalore, Hyderabad, Mumbai, Pune, Delhi. So like similar to Europe, we have. So So these are the groups. You can say I can go one of the groups, say Hyderabad user groups. So you can see here they'll be posting like uh, like what related to the any of the events happening in the during the weekends, or any of the meetups going to happen in the Hyderabad. Those events you can see in the this particular group. So he is Niaz is the community group lead, kind of, you can say. He is keep doing the events. He is personally, so he's a global Workato community manager. So he keep traveling to the and the places or something, some other the way where he'll organize the events, right? So suppose he is a kind of a globally community manager. So he's basically, so he will be traveling in all the places. For example, overall over it globally, right? So wherever events going to happen, he will be basically he's the work is to give the this knowledge on the systematic platform. What exactly does it? Why it is important for the users or developers across the globe? How can they solve the issues, each other issues by internet? Because we're all not a we can connect through a forum, right? So example, if suppose you have any questions, you'll go and check the Stack Overflow. Likewise, we have dedicated to Workato, systematic.waha.com, which is personally to the Workato developers who can access their overall events happening globally. Also, they can check the questions related to what is happening, what all users face that on daily basis, the what kind of issues they face each other face, and how that can be solved. If you are one of the user, you have you overcome that particular issues, you can go and give the answers for that particular questions, which help not only that user, but it's you help in a globally, right? This is all about the systematic community page which I'm talking about. So please, if you are a developer, Pocket developer, please kindly sign up here so that you can access so many events here, so many things happening here. You can access to all over the globally what's happening, what is a new article is coming up with the Workato, what is going to change in something in the Workato. Also, there are you can connect with us so many people here. Globally, you can connect to n number of people who are like you can ask personal questions like related to Workato, who can they can answer you instead of you are not. If suppose you are not posting in the page. Suppose you have any users you know already, they can go personally messaging. For example, here I said right, so personal message like you can go and personally message with the person who you know. Suppose if suppose you know very well any person, you always do that, right? You can go and you can post the message. So example, uh, if I go to the Chris, right? I click on him and I can do the message. So example, I'll go to I can write the message, right? So you can click on this write message. I can send it to anybody. Like he can sign the type any name. Say example, if I say yours, it will come here, right? He's a community manager. So I just say, I want to know what is the events happening in the Hyderabad. I want to participate in that. So this kind of questions, first you have want to send personally, can do that as well, right? So it's overall it's one like all in one solutions for all your problems, all the events happening, or any questions, or you want to see what's happening in the region basis, like in Asia. Say if you want to check what is happening in Hyderabad. Suppose I'm in Hyderabad, tomorrow I'm in Hyderabad. So what's happening in Hyderabad? Is there any events happening with respect to Workato? I can go and check that. Right? Similar in Bangalore, Pune, Mumbai, Delhi. So in US, you can go and check what's happening in the Austin, or it can Bay Area or New York, right? So you can select the all-in-one solution. So please sign up today and give your best and also can post your questions you have anything. And until then, I think with this particular thing, again, I will be closing this session. So hopefully you do that and learn a lot of things here as well. Okay. Until then, keep learning, keep enjoying the learning as well. Thank you.